Hi, I'm Sonia from Vidyaguru. We are starting a new session on current affairs. As you can see, this session is in English medium. We have uploaded the session in Hindi medium as well. If you want, you can choose the language in which you wish to study, you are comfortable in. We'll start the session. This is basically the part 4 of the month of October, which is relevant for all the competitive exams, as the questions on current affairs are going to be there. We'll start from the very first question. Watch the video till the end, because that's how you'll be able to learn all the names. At the end, the revision is going to be beneficial for you. If you like the video, press the like button for sure. Share the video with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. See, you need to understand the video will be presented in a different manner today. I'll be giving you more information which are actually relevant, the information which is more relevant for your exam. Like, let's say if I actually quote the question, the first question is about Sahyog. I'm going to tell you about Sahyog. It is an exercise. And what sort of exercise? It is a joint naval exercise. Look at the question once. It is not there in the form of one point only if it has things relevant with the exercise. If this point has some relevant more information, then I'll be giving you right then and there. Alright, I'm saying Sahyog Hoptak is the name of the exercise. The question can be, which sort of exercise is that? It is a joint naval exercise between India and Vietnam. Write it down. Sahyog Hoptak. That's the exercise, joint naval exercise. Obviously, we are trying to invigorate, we are trying to strengthen the Coast Guards. And if the navies, you need to understand when we talk about Coast Guard, there are countries and they are familiar with different tactics, and they have different capabilities. By doing such exercise, we are sharing what they know, they know. That means by such exercise, by such joint exercises, we learn what Vietnamese are doing, what Indians are doing. So that's how we, inaugurate, we arrange, we organize such things. So India and Vietnam, between India and Vietnam, Sahyog, it is a joint naval exercise. And if you wish to add, a few more points, it's like capital of Vietnam, that's Hanoi. You can write it down. India, Vietnam's capital, Hanoi. And currency of Vietnam, that's Vietnamese dong. Okay, I'm repeating it. I'm saying Sahyog, Sahyog, Hoptak, between India and Vietnam. It is a joint naval exercise held in Bay of Bengal. I'm referring to, the place Chennai, where this exercise held basically. And with Vietnam capital, that's Hanoi, and the currency is Vietnamese dong. Just the added information. If you wish to add one more point, that's India's ambassador to Spain, new ambassador to Spain. That's senior diplomat, Mr. Sanjay Verma. So what is to be learnt here in the entire point? That's Mr. Sanjay Verma, the name of the person who has been appointed as the new ambassador to Spain. ADB, what's that ADB? ADB is Asian Development Bank. Asian Development Bank is about, or you can say that they've already sanctioned the loan, soft loan for the country Nepal. And why are they providing such thing? Why are they providing such a thing? They are providing US $180 million to Nepal for the upliftment, for the upgradation, for the betterment of Nepal's 1,000 kilometer long east-west highway, the main domestic and international trade route in country's southern plain bordering India. See, it is obviously the part which is bordering India to some extent. We need not discuss such things. The question can be such, like they may ask you, like Asian Development Bank recently, has recently sanctioned a soft loan for the country. You have to name that nation. The name of the nation is Nepal. They may give you the added information that they had sanctioned the loan of US $180 million for the upgradation of that country's highway projects. Then you have to name it clearly. It is Nepal. So Asian Development Bank sanctions US $180 million soft loan to Nepal. Reliance Health Insurance. You must be thinking, what is new about it? New about it is that they may ask you the parent company of Reliance Health Insurance. They'll give you 4-5 options of Reliance, Reliance X, Reliance Y, Reliance Z. Then you have to name the right name of the company, which is the wholly owned subsidiary. I'm saying Reliance Health Insurance has got the approval of our regulatory authority, insurance regulatory authority, that's IRDAI. They have given the approval to them. New health insurance business will be started by them, by Reliance Capital. And Reliance Capital, I'm saying that's Reliance Health Insurance is the wholly owned subsidiary of Reliance Capital. Reliance Capital, they'll start their functions from December 2018. So Reliance Health Insurance is the wholly owned subsidiary of Reliance Capital. Nick Compton, we have heard the name many times. So, but the concern is at times we forget that Nick Compton is the batsman from England. He's going to resign, or rather he has declared his retirement. He has announced it. That is why he has become important. He is associated with England. That's what you have to keep in mind. Recently, a cricketer from England has announced his retirement. Who's that person? Who's that batsman? That's Nick Compton. Next question is methanol cooking fuel program. Methanol cooking fuel program has been launched by Northeast and Assam Petrochemicals Limited. Look at the pictures because they may help you to retain such things. As you can see the picture, Assam Petrochemicals Limited. So they have launched Asia's first canister-based, India's first canister-based, India's first methanol cooking fuel program launched by Assam Petrochemicals Limited. And they'll include 500 households. That means indirectly we can say that 500 households will be benefited by such a thing, such an initiative. 500 households inside the Assam Petro complex will be covered in this first pilot project. WFE, what's that WFE? We'll read that. First of all, write it down that WFE appoints NSE's Vikram Limai. Who's Vikram Limai? NSE's MD and CEO has been, see, NSE is National Stock Exchange. Don't forget that. National Stock Exchange MD and CEO has been appointed chairman, the chairman of working committee and director on the board by the international industry body. See, who has appointed that? We are not bothered about that. We are not going to learn that. You have to learn from the perspective of your exam. So learn it like that. Who's the new chairman of working committee of WFE? Then we are talking about World Federation of Exchanges. World Federation of Exchanges, that's World FE, World Federation of Exchanges, that's the body which has got new chairman, and the name of that person, name of that new chairman is Vikram Limai. Vikram Limai, who remained associated with NSE, National Stock Exchange, he has become the chairman of working committee of WFE. And what is that WFE? World Federation of Exchanges, best global brands. Now, when you search such a thing, when you type best global brands, they may show you 10 different things, hundreds of different things where you'll see different names. Now I'm talking about a company that is Global Brand Consultancy. That is Global Brand Consultancy. The name of that consultancy is Interbrand. So according to this consultancy, the list of best 100 global brands, that's there. That's the report given by Interbrand. So according to this report, if you type best global brands, they may show you 10,000 options, let me tell you that. But you have to look for the believable option, the thing which is associated with Interbrand. Interbrand is the name of the Global Brand Consultancy. And they have released the report according to the 100 global brands. According to that report, the #1 rank is of Apple, was given to Apple, second to Google, and the third to Amazon. First rank Apple, second Google, and the third one is Amazon. These are, the three toppers, basically we can say, who are there in the list, who are there in the report of Interbrand's best 100 global brands. Don't forget that. Look at the picture, keep looking at them. That's how you'll be able to retain them. NIMHR in Sehore, not in Bhopal. What's that? NIMHR. MH in that contracted form, MH stands for mental health. That's how you'll be able to learn. Cabinet has already approved the establishment of National Institute. That's NIMHR. Let me tell you, that's National Institute of Mental Health Rehabilitation. It is written here. National Institute of Mental Health Rehabilitation, which will be established in Sehore and not in Bhopal. Getting me? It is written Sehore district instead of Nepal. Earlier they were planning that it will be established in Bhopal, but now they are sure, they have actually announced it that it will be established in Sehore, and the place, both the places are located in MP. The plan was of MP only, but the place has been changed only. I'm saying NIMHR, National Institute of Mental Health Rehabilitation, will be established in Sehore. They have got the approval from Cabinet. When we say Air Force Day is observed on 8th October. We all know that. I have already taught you that 86th anniversary was there, that you have to keep in mind. And one more thing which I wish to tell you, that Air Chief Marshal of Air Force, when we talk about Air Force, so Air Chief Marshal is B.S. Dhanoa. Keep that added information with you. B.S. Dhanoa, Air Chief Marshal. Unnati scheme has been launched by which state? So such a question can be asked. So Karnataka government has unveiled Unnati scheme, but they may ask you for whom. So to help entrepreneurs which are actually from the SC/ST communities. So these people have to receive the support if they are doing something new. Entrepreneurs, that means we are referring to businessmen. Those who belong to SC/ST communities, they will be helped through Unnati scheme. And who has launched that Unnati scheme? Karnataka's government has launched Unnati scheme. Now, the CM of Karnataka is also important. H.D. Kumaraswamy is the CM of Karnataka. Governor Vajubhai Vala, that's the governor, not the governor, but the CM is important. H.D. Kumaraswamy, that you need to learn. Nirman Kusum scheme. What's that scheme all about? The scheme is about, through this scheme, people who are from the construction background, people as in those who are the workers, construction workers, they have their kids, so their kids should get technical education. For that, they'll be assisted financially. Financial assistance will be provided to the to the children of construction workers, to actually bring them, to actually make technical education available for them as well. See, nobody can afford such expensive things. We all know that. So they require help. So I'm saying, according to this scheme, under this scheme, the kids of construction workers will be able to avail the facility of technical education as well, because they will be provided with financial assistance under the scheme Nirman Kusum. But you need to know Nirman Kusum is from the state Odisha. I'm saying Odisha is the place. The Chief Minister of Odisha, that's Naveen Patnaik. We have written this in the first sentence only. Chief Minister of Odisha, Naveen Patnaik, has launched it basically. The name of the scheme is Nirman Kusum. Chief Minister of Odisha has launched it for Odisha, and the name of the Chief Minister is Naveen Patnaik, and Ganeshi Lal is the governor. Ganeshi Lal is the governor. The information, the points are many, so try to learn them. Naveen Patnaik, Chief Minister of Odisha, launched the scheme. See, only in one sentence you will be able to learn 2-3 points. Like, which state has launched that? Nirman Kusum, Odisha. Who's the Chief Minister? Naveen Patnaik. For whom? For the kids of construction workers, so that they can also afford technical education. Who's the Governor of Odisha? That's Ganeshi Lal. So that these are the points. We'll move to the next question, which is about first Uttarakhand Investors Summit in Dehradun. As it is the first one, as it was inaugurated by Mr. Modi himself, so it becomes important for you guys. As it was held in Dehradun, now you need to know that Dehradun is the capital of Uttarakhand. We all know that there's nothing new. I am saying you need to learn the name of the Chief Minister of Uttarakhand, that's Trivendra Singh Rawat. Get that? Trivendra Singh Rawat, he is the Chief Minister of Uttarakhand. Governor of Uttarakhand, that's Baby Rani Maurya. Such points are also important. Trivendra Singh Rawat and Baby Rani Maurya. Prime Minister himself inaugurated Uttarakhand's first investor summit, which was held in Dehradun. As you can see the picture, you can find out the dates are there too, 4th to 5th October. Uttarakhand's Investors Summit, for the first time it was held and inaugurated by Mr. Modi. That is why you have to retain it. Natwar Thakkar dies in Assam. Who was Natwar Thakkar? They may ask you such a question. He belonged to Nagaland. Now you need to understand that he was famous as Nagaland's Gandhi. Nagaland's Gandhi, that means he was a Gandhian leader. An illustrious means famous, an illustrious Gandhian leader, a famous Gandhian leader, Natwar Thakkar. Due to illness, he died. He was of 86 years. And we were saying that he was known as Nagaland's Gandhi. They may ask you, a person who died recently, who was famous as Nagaland's Gandhi, you need to name that person basically. So the name of the person was Natwar Thakkar. Mr. Natwar Thakkar, a Padma Shri awardee, had founded Nagaland Gandhi Ashram as well at the place Chuchui Mlang, and the place is in Nagaland too. Election Commission has announced election dates for 5 states. That's important, for 5 states. See, we are not aware of the dates. We should not be. See, because the dates are not that important. They may tell you that the result of the 5 states will be declared in the month of December and tentatively in December and on 11 December. But that's not important for us. What is important? The name of the states. Madhya Pradesh, Rajasthan, Chhattisgarh, Mizoram and Telangana. The states where elections are going to be there soon. Madhya Pradesh, Rajasthan, Chhattisgarh, Mizoram and Telangana. The next point is Sunil Arora is the election commissioner, Ashok Lavasa is the election commissioner, but the most important point is that Om Prakash Rawat is the chief election commissioner of India. The third point from the entire page to be learnt is that it was constituted. Election Commission, see, we need to keep the democracy of India up to date. For that, Election Commission, which can actually take care of the elections which are going to be there, any sort of election will be monitored by Election Commission. So it was established in 1950. It was established on 25th January 1950 to be more precise. I am saying Election Commission, according to the Constitution of India, was established on 25th January 1950. That's not that important. Only thing is Om Prakash Rawat, who is the Chief Election Commissioner of India, and 5 states will see elections very soon in their states. Madhya Pradesh, Rajasthan, Chhattisgarh, Mizoram and Telangana. The next question is IMF, which is the International Monetary Fund, has projected the growth for India for 2018, that's 7.3% and 7.4% for the year 2019. For 2018, they have projected the growth of India will be at the rate of 7.3%, and for 2019, they have said the growth will be 7.4%. MD of IMF, Christine Lagarde. So the name is important, that is why I've added that, and they have their headquarters in Washington, DC, USA. MD of IMF, Christine Lagarde, and the headquarters of IMF is in Washington, DC, USA, and they have projected the growth for India for the year 2018, 7.3%, 7.4% for 2019. Google to shut down Google Plus, we rarely listen to such a thing. So that is why Google is such a mammoth thing. So we have to learn everything about Google too. Google will shut down Google Plus, but for consumers, but for 10 months. That's what they've said. For 10 months time, for the next 10 months time, they've exposed, they actually found out a bug. The bug was there to the personal data of up to 5 lakh users. That is why they've shut it down for 10 months. Google Plus, they may ask you a question, which subsidiary, or you can say a part of Google was shut down. That was Google Plus. Google CEO Sundar Pichai and the parent company of Google, parent company, that means the company which owns Google, that's Alphabet. Google was recently displaced by Apple to become the world's top brand. I've taught you, according to Interbrand's list, according to Interbrand's top 100 global brands list, Apple was on the top. Earlier Google was on the top. So that is why I've written that Google was displaced by Apple. Earlier Apple was on some other position, Google was on the top, but it was displaced by Apple. So Apple is on the top now and Google is at the second position. Pakistan is our neighbor, so we need to know something about Pakistan as well. Pakistan successfully test-fired Gauri missile. And Gauri is basically a ballistic missile and can carry both conventional and nuclear warheads up to a distance of 1300 kilometers. That's not important. You just need to know that it is a ballistic missile and the name of it is Gauri, and Pakistan successfully test-fired it. Pakistan's PM Imran Khan, we have heard the news, and the currency is Pakistani rupee. Government launches sovereign gold scheme. Sovereign gold bond scheme. So center in consultation with RBI has decided to issue sovereign gold bonds. That's a new thing. 2018-19, as it is written here, sovereign gold bonds will be issued every month from October to February 2019. That's not important. The important point is that government has launched sovereign gold bond scheme. The next question is World Post Day. You may think that I've already taught you World Post Day. So what was left? The left part was that 9th of October we observe World Post Day, but it was started on 9th of October, as the reason behind it that in 1874 in Swiss capital Bern, the anniversary that actually Universal Postal Union was established in Swiss capital Bern. That's the reason it is celebrated. It is observed on 9th October, the same date, 9th October 1874, Swiss capital Bern saw the establishment of Universal Postal Union, and just to commemorate that, World Post Day is observed. So World Post Day is observed on 9th October, and the theme was also important. It is pretty conversational. That's how you'll be able to learn that theme. Imagine you're a letter traveling through time. What message do you wish to convey to your readers? Imagine you are a letter. Post, day is there. What else will you expect from them? Obviously, they'll be making such a theme. That is, imagine you are a letter traveling through time. What message do you wish to convey to your readers? So such a theme was there. Now we'll start the revision. Stay put. Sahyog Hoptak. Quick revision rather. India-Vietnam. Between India and Vietnam, it was a joint naval exercise. Hanoi is the capital of Vietnam, and Vietnamese is dong. That's the currency of Vietnam. Sahyog between India and Vietnam. And I was telling you the place as well, that was in the Bay of Bengal. They practiced it, and it was near Chennai coast. India's ambassador to Spain, new ambassador, that's Sanjay Verma. Asian Development Bank has sanctioned a soft loan of $180 million to Nepal. Yes, the loan was sanctioned, that the loan was given to Nepal for the upgradation of their highways. Reliance Health Insurance, a wholly owned subsidiary of Reliance Capital, they'll start their function from December. They've got the approval from IRDAI. Nick Compton, England batsman, is getting retired. Methanol cooking fuel program launched by Assam Petrochemicals Limited will benefit 500 households approximately. At the start, World Federation of Exchanges got the new chairman, that's Vikram Limai. Best global brands list, according to Interbrand, best 100 global brands, Apple tops it. Second, Google, and the third place was given to Amazon. NIMHR will be established in Sehore. Sehore is an MP. Earlier, the plan was of establishing it in Bhopal. Now they've planned that NIMHR will be established in Sehore MP. Air Force Day is observed on 8th October. 86th anniversary was there last time on 8th October. Who's the Air Chief Marshal? That's B.S. Dhanua. Unnati scheme was launched by Karnataka government. Karnataka CM H.D. Kumaraswamy, Vajubhai Vala is the new governor, is the governor of Karnataka. So Karnataka has the CM, the name of the CM is, as the question is associated with Karnataka, I have to tell you the names which are associated with Karnataka. So the important point is CM H.D. Kumaraswamy. Unnati scheme belong to Karnataka, started by the Karnataka government, and the CM of Karnataka is H.D. Kumaraswamy and the governor is Vajubhai Vala, and Vajubhai Vala is not that important, but the CM of Karnataka is important. The next point is Nirman Kusum scheme launched by Chief Minister Naveen Patnaik in Odisha, as he is the Chief Minister of Odisha. Ganeshi Lal is the governor for the to provide financial assistance to the workers, construction workers, and their kids will be benefited by such a scheme as they'll be getting the financial assistance. First Uttarakhand Investors Summit in Dehradun. Trivendra Singh Rawat is the Chief Minister of Uttarakhand and Governor is Baby Rani Maurya. Prime Minister himself inaugurated it. That is why this Investors Summit, becomes important for you guys. Natwar Thakkar dies. Natwar Thakkar was the Gandhian leader from Nagaland, who was famous as Nagaland's Gandhi. He was Padma Shri awardee too, and he established Nagaland Gandhi Ashram. EC has announced election dates for 5 states: Madhya Pradesh, Rajasthan, Chhattisgarh, Mizoram, and Telangana. 11th December is the tentative date when the result of all the elections will be, made public. The Chief Election Commissioner Om Prakash Rawat, that was the important thing that you had to learn. IMF projects the growth, India's growth 7.3% for 2018, 7.4% for 2019. Christine Lagarde, MD of IMF, headquarters that's situated in Washington, DC. Google to shut down Google Plus. Pakistan successfully test-fired Gauri missile. Government launched sovereign gold bond scheme. World Post Day is observed on 9th October. The theme was imagine you are traveling, you are a letter traveling through time. What message do you wish to convey to your readers? We are wrapping it up. Thank you so much.